She was like, I'm gonna call the news, I'm gonna put it on Facebook. Y'all, this what y'all doing? That's nasty. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Queen B, and I'm back with another video. Well, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you're new to the Royal Palace, welcome. Come on in, have a seat, join me, because you're gonna love Queen B, okay? And if you aren't new, if you another loyal subscriber, thank you for tuning back in, clicking on that link. Damn, did I just do that? Alright, y'all already read the title, so let's get into it. I had asked everyone in the community tab, you know, if they prefer to see a story time or another video, and the story time got most of the likes. So we are going to be doing a story time today. Y'all ready? Because I'm about to tell y'all. Alright, y'all, so let me tell you how this all went down. Okay, I think I was in, I think my sophomore year of college. Yep, so my second year of college, I was working at McDonald's. Y'all know, I think about everybody in this world has at least worked at McDonald's. Whether it was long-term or short-term, everybody has worked at McDonald's. Leave down below in the comments if you ever worked at McDonald's, okay? Or ever had an experience like this at McDonald's. Okay, so one day I got off, I finished with classes. I worked there part-time, so I was finished with classes and I was working on my shift. I was hungry this day. I was hungry. When I tell you hungry, I was hungry. So, you know, I went to work and I was working not the drive-through, I was bagging. Yeah, I was bagging. And I don't know if y'all know, but if you work there, or if you ever came inside the store, you'll always see like the food comes down on the tray, and then the person picks up the food from the tray and put it in the bag. So I was standing there watching the food come out. Sometimes when people don't order food, it just sits there, okay? The food sits there and it has like a time that, you know, they let the food sit there, and after a certain amount of time they throw it in the waste bin. So if you ever got food from McDonald's and you wonder why it's like cold or the cheese stuck together, 9 times out of 10 it was sitting in the tray because somebody either didn't want it anymore, they pulled off, or who knows what happened. So that's why I always look for my food fresh, okay? Anyway, so it was a 6-piece down there. Are you serious right now? Alright, I'm back. So I got on the top, but okay. Princess B is in my lap. Let me get the focus. Okay. So okay, so what was it? Oh, I left off the 6-piece. So it was a 6-piece in a tray. Oh, and I had asked my manager, I was like, you know, well, the manager was there. I was like, can I have the 6-piece? Sometimes you get managers that really don't care about nothing. They be like, okay, whatever, da da da. So that's what this manager had told me. He said I could have the 6-piece. So mind you, I wasn't on a break. I was still bagging the stuff. So while I'm bagging the stuff, I had my 6-piece in the tray, y'all. It was still in the tray, so I'm bagging still, you know, got my honey mustard on the side because that's the best sauce. Had my honey mustard inside the 6-piece container while I'm, you know, I'm throwing in a nugget, I'm bagging, I'm doing my job, multitasking. I am multitasking at work. So I'm bagging up the order, and I stepped away for a few seconds to do something. I think I grabbed something off the counter, did something. So I came back and the 6-piece was gone. Oh my God. So I'm asking the manager what happened to my 6-piece. So he looking at me like he don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm not even worried about it at this point, because I'm like, oh well, it's gone, can't do nothing about it. I wasn't thinking nothing more about it, nothing less. I had, you know, a few little chomps on it, so my stomach was cooling. So next thing you know, this lady walked up into the restaurant. Y'all know how y'all be coming up in there rude sometimes. She come up in there hollering, I want to come in with the box. Now she coming with the 6-piece box, hollering over the counter, I need to see a manager, I need to see a manager. I'm looking like, what the heck wrong with you? She goes to say, she opens it because the manager goes, you know, to talk to her. I'm still on the bagging the food. So the manager come up there, talk to the girl, talk to the lady, and she asks, are you the manager? He says yes. So she opens up the box. Y'all, it was the box that I was eating out of with a bitten nugget and an open thing of honey mustard. Out of all the things I could have put in the bag, y'all put in the 6-piece that I was eating in this lady's bag. Why would y'all do that? She was like, I'm gonna call the news, I'm gonna put it on Facebook. Police! Police! Help! Police! Help! Police! Help! Help! Police! Y'all, this what y'all doing? That's nasty. This, that, and the third. I was like, I was nervous at this point, because I'm just like, oh my gosh, this lady about to call the news on me. Like, I'm about to get fired. A whole bunch of stuff was like running through my head. Like, should I apologize? What should I do? So I was just, you know, like, still begging, because I'm like, this lady is pissed off. But I would be too. But look, lady, I couldn't even fault the lady for being mad, because I would be mad too. But I was just like, you gotta call the news? You gotta put it on Facebook? Y'all love, old folks love putting stuff on Facebook. She wasn't old, but older than me. So she left. The manager handled the situation. I don't even know what was said, because I was so nervous. I was like trying to act like I didn't know what was going on. I wasn't even really paying attention. But when she was making all that noise, I was paying attention. So I had asked my manager, you know, I was talking to him. I was like, okay, well, you know, what's going to happen? So he was like, don't worry about it. This is what he told me. So I'm like, okay, cool, you know, whatever. Because he told me I could have it, so I'm not about to worry about it. All right, around this time when I was working, I think it was close, I don't remember what, like around the time, if it was time for a holiday time, I was going home, or I was picking up like a few shifts here and there. Like I wasn't on the schedule, but I was just like come in, pick up shifts, or if anybody needed me to pick up a shift, I would come in. So, you know, now after this situation that happened, like a couple weeks go by, a week or two, I'm like, okay, when they gonna put me on the schedule? So I ended up going up to the McDonald's, to my job, and I already knew that once he had told the head manager, because I'm pretty sure he had to end up telling her, because it was gonna get bigger than what it was. So in my heart, I felt it, boom, 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 boom. I was like, they gonna let me go. Over a 6-piece. A 6-piece? Really? Y'all, I walked up in there, I seen him, you know, trying to be smiling. You know, I was cute too, having my little keys dangling because I parked that car. Girl, when I tell you, I already knew it wasn't gonna be pretty when I walked in there. I walked up in there and I was like, hey, so I was like, are y'all gonna put me back on the schedule? He gave me the look like, so I was like, oh, we gonna give the head manager's name, we gonna name her Sally. So he said, so Sally, I was like, oh, so Sally, you know, not gonna put me back. And he was like, no. And I'm sorry. He was like, I'm sorry. Da da da. You know, they had already wrote up my paperwork and did everything. So I was just like, whatever. Like, let me just go. Nah, I was hurt. Cause I like that little job, like McDonald's. If you know, McDonald's is like the easiest job you can work at. That's easy money. And if you work at a good one, they don't care. If you work at a good location, they don't care. Now you got some McDonald's that follow the rules, and you got some McDonald's that just, you get paid to have fun. It's like an amusement park for kids, okay? Pretty much. That's why stuff don't get done up in there. That's why stuff does not get done up in there. Okay, so yeah, I had lost my job, but I was going around telling folks like I quit. They ain't fired me, I quit. Because who want to say you got fired from McDonald's over a 6-piece though? I had to tell folks I quit. Okay, you ain't fired me, I quit. Okay, I quit the job. But now y'all, I got fired. I got fired, y'all. I did. Now it don't bother me to say they let me go, but back then I let y'all go. Okay, McDonald's, I let y'all go. Y'all ain't let me go. Y'all lost the real one. Okay, but yeah, y'all, that's pretty much all that happened. I wasn't really worried about it because I was working on campus. I had an on-campus job, so I wasn't hurting for the money or whatever. I was still getting my coins from somewhere else. But that was a little embarrassing though, okay? How you get fired on your off day? On your off day.
That was stupid. How the hell you gonna get fired on your day off?
Literally, I wasn't really on the schedule and they gonna fire me. Your girl, they fired your girl. Oh, I'm hurt. I am hurt, honestly. All right, y'all, so that is it. It was a quick story time because the situation happened faster than I told this story time, but it was funny to me. Now it's hilarious. If you all enjoyed this video, if you all want to hear some more story times, leave it down below. Check the community tab. Share my channel with 3 people. Let's go ahead and run up the subscription. I think I'm about to come up with a name for y'all. I don't know, because I'm feeling myself a little bit. I'm feeling myself. So if you all enjoyed this story time, make sure you leave a comment down below. I'll be posting more videos. I'll be back.